It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl, a special edition. The two schools you're about to meet have won previously, and they're here today to decide which team moves on to the semifinals in this year's elementary school competition. A lot at stake. Some great kids. Let's meet them right now. Say hello at Foote to Joseph. Joseph, welcome to the Science Bowl. Also, Jace is back. He is the captain of the team. And a fourth grader, Leona Marie. Leona, nice to have you on the show as well. They are playing against Kenilworth. Say hi to Morgan. Hey, Morgan, good to have you back on the show. Charlie is here. He's in the captain's chair over there. And Zach down there at the end. Nice to have you on the show. Great player. All right, here on the Science Bowl, we have 6 categories of questions that the students choose from. Let's share those categories with you right now.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green Things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body Systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's Get Physical, questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here in the Science Bowl, our game board reflects question difficulty. Easier questions worth 5 and 10 points. Tougher ones, 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out with 50 points. They get that just for looking good and showing up here today. And there are no penalties for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds today, we will have a semifinalist. Let's go over and make sure everything is working properly before we start. Let's try that red team buzzer. Jace, very good. Good luck to you, Leona Marie, and to Joseph. Charlie, how about the green team buzzer? Looks good to me. Good luck to you, to Zach, and to Morgan. Congratulations, guys, for making it this far in the competition. May the better team win. We go alphabetically F before K, so Foote and Jace. Let's play the bowl. Go.
Okay. What, Zoo Parade? Zoo Parade for 25.
Zoo Parade for 25 points. The different species of mongoose in Africa are named according to size. There's the large gray mongoose, the slender mongoose, and this D-initialed mongoose, indicating that it is very small.
Dwarf mongoose.
It is a dwarf mongoose, yes indeed. D is the dwarf. The adjectives indicating how tiny they are. Go again, Jace. Good start.
I'm gonna do green things.
Yes.
Green things for 25.
Great things for 25 points. This is a visual question. Everybody look at the monitor, please, at the picture. Colored greens like cabbage and broccoli don't get dirty in the field because of something called the lotus effect. Their leaves are textured, as you can see here, which leads to, listen to this big word, their leaves are textured, which leads to super hydrophobicity. Meaning what? Meaning what, Kenilworth?
It's waterproof.
Pass it to Zach.
Zach.
It's waterproof.
It is waterproof. The water runs off. Zach was so excited he almost fell out of his chair over there. We like that enthusiasm. You got yourself 25 points and you tied up this game. Go green.
Zoo Parade for 15.
Zoo Parade for 15 points. In the poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, a disobedient sailor who kills an albatross is forced to wear it around his neck. An albatross is what kind of creature? Foote.
Bird.
It is indeed a bird, yes. A sign of good luck, and when that sailor killed it, they made him wear that as a sign of shame. Good answer. Go red.
Body systems for 25.
Body system for 25 points. A two-part answer. Listen carefully. Both parts to get the points. If you start coughing when you're eating dinner, listen to what I'm saying, Joseph. If you start coughing while you're eating dinner, your mom might say your food went down the wrong way. In terms of passageways, where'd the food go and where should it have gone? Two-part answer, Kenilworth.
Pass it to Zach.
Zach, all right. Where did it go
Down the windpipe.
and where should it have gone?
Down the throat.
Another name, please.
Esophagus.
Yes, sir. Exactly what I wanted to hear. You got yourself 25 points. Nice work. Go green.
Let's get physical for 15.
Let's get physical for 15. Here we go. All right. For many years, the standard for measuring this metric system unit, equivalent to 2.2 pounds, was a piece of metal in a Paris museum. Kenilworth.
Kilograms?
The kilogram is absolutely right. Excellent. Yes, indeed. Now it's all now done digitally. No more pieces of metal. Go.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri, 20 points. Here's the question. This is amazing. Dark surfaces normally absorb heat. Think about a black car. Think about those black shirts you're wearing. But scientists have discovered that the pigments in this vegetable's purple skin stay cool even on the hottest days. Kenilworth.
Eggplant.
Eggplant, indeed, letting UV through and reflecting the visible light. Yes, sometimes called aubergines. That's the British word for it. All right, eggplant it is. Good answer. Go green.
Dateline for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. The mammals known as dugongs, D-U-G-O-N-G-S, that China has officially declared as locally extinct in their local rivers, are related to what similar mammals that live in Florida that were once thought to be mermaids. Kenilworth.
Pass it to Morgan.
Morgan.
Manatees.
Manatees is correct. Yes, indeed. The manatees, which are not in great shape either. They're also being threatened by loss of habitat. All right, go again, green.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15. Here is the question for you. We think kindly of mistletoe, the popular plant at Christmas that you kiss underneath. But in nature, mistletoe is actually a plant that sucks nutrients from the host plant it grows on, making it this kind of plant. Jace.
Well, it sucks nutrients from other plants, so it's a parasite.
It is a parasite. Yes, it is. You got it, Jace. Go. Red.
Let's get physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. Here it is. The Nobel Prize in Physics in 2014 was awarded to the two scientists who developed the tiny LEDs that brighten our world without giving off heat. What are LEDs? Foote.
It's called light emitting diode.
Yes, sir. Light emitting diodes it is, and you got those 25 points, which means the buzzer has rung, and we come to our first break with a very tight game. Foote at 130, Kenilworth with 140. We'll be right back. We're going to talk to the students, have more science straight ahead. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Boy, what great students we have here today. Look at that score, 130 to 140. It's been going back and forth and back and forth. Before we ask any more science questions, let's find out a little bit about our players. Let's go to Foote and Jace. You are such an excellent player. You were on the winning team last year. How do you know so much science?
Well, it's because I researched so many things about science, yes. Also, I have a good memory and I read books.
And you know, you're saying all the right things, and for students out there who aspire to be on Science Bowl and to be successful, they should listen well to what you said. You do research and you study hard and you read. Readers do very well on this program. Tell me first about Foote, who your principal is.
Our principal is Dr. Daniels,
Yes.
and our coach is Dr. Davis.
Wonderful. You got the two doctors down there. And then the last time you were here, you said, asked you about Foote. You said, Foote is the best. Do you still have that sentiment?
Yes. But I mean, the other team can be the great.
Absolutely, yes. You're a very gracious young man, and you're a good sport. Any alternates on your team? Joseph was an alternate. Who's your alternate now?
Zachariah.
Zachariah, wonderful. And we'll bring him out at the end of the program. Jay, someday you hope to do what?
Become a pilot.
Yeah. Have you flown yet?
No.
No, well, you have the discipline. If you were my pilot, I would feel confident because you have a calmness about you, and I like how you think. Leona Marie, nice to have you here, young lady who told us last time she wanted to be a painter. What got you interested in that? Do you have a natural talent?
Well, when we do projects at school, my teachers really say that I have a talent for art.
Absolutely. Well, they obviously recognize, that you have that skill, and I hope you keep developing it. And you told me science was your favorite subject, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Other than math.
Wonderful. And you're just a fourth grader. You have lots of years ahead, but I hope you keep that love of science. Nice to have you here. Joseph, welcome to the show. Tell us the Joseph story. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to play video games.
Yeah, that's a normal kid thing right now. And someday, what do you hope to do?
I want to become a high-skilled space scientist.
Space scientist, yeah. At this age, it's hard to imagine being older. You'll have lots of time to develop career aspirations. They can change over the years. And video games, that's a good thing for pilots to do too. You learn some eye-hand coordination when you're doing that. Nice to have you on the show. Let's go talk to the team from the Kenilworth School. And Charlie, tell us about Kenilworth. And your principal is?
Miss Evans.
Miss Evans, and is so proud of you guys, is here today. And your coach is your mom, yeah? Mrs. Grove, and what school was she at previously?
Northview.
Northview, yeah. Now Kenilworth is lucky to have her. Nice to have her back with us as part of the Science Bowl family. Tell us, any alternates on your team?
Yes, Gabby.
All right, we'll bring out the alternate in just a few moments here. And Kenilworth, out there in Bowie, what do we want to know about Kenilworth that is good?
They have good teachers and a lot of after-school programs.
Absolutely.
Like Green Team and cricket.
Wonderful. So it's a good place to go to school, huh? I do. Yeah. Charlie, someday you're going to?
I want to be a zoologist.
Yeah. We were talking last time about getting you some pets to practice on there. Zach, nice to have you with us. Zach, how do you know so much science? You're a whiz over there.
When I watch YouTube videos, I usually watch educational ones. I like either that or gaming.
Yes.
But that's really how I got into space and I got into plants. It's just I've had so many phases and I have such a good memory that I remember all of them.
You do have a good memory, and you have a curiosity and you have an enthusiasm for life. It's just great. And someday you want to?
Be a football wide receiver.
Yeah, that's right. We would never have connected the dots that way, but I like you share that you want to play for the Ravens, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the University of Maryland. You want to be a Terp.
Yeah.
Morgan, you told me before about your love of Australia. How did that come about?
I honestly don't really know, but I just liked Australia because one time I saw this TV show. It was called Crikey, and then I started watching it, and now I watch every morning.
Yeah, crikey, that's how they talk down there. G'day, down under, indeed. So you've never been. That's going to be out there on your list of things to do. What do you want to do as a career?
I want to move to Australia and work with the animals.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Be a zoologist, maybe be a zookeeper, be a veterinarian maybe to some of the animals out there. Nice to have you on the show. You're a good player. Let's get back to it. 140 Kenilworth, 134 Foote. Last correct answer came from the red team. So Jace, let's start out round 2.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Teams, after the surgical removal of a limb, like an arm or a leg, which is known by this A initial name, Kenilworth.
Amputation?
Amputation, yes. People can still feel it almost kind of as a phantom presence. Yes, that's all right. All right, so Kenilworth, you've got a slight lead here. Go green. Charlie.
Dateline for 25.
Dateline for 25 points. Look at the monitor, please. There is a photo that goes with this question. You're looking at some peanuts growing in the field. Can you name the first African American to receive a bachelor? Yes, Kenilworth.
George Washington Carver.
It is George Washington Carver. Yes, he came up with multiple uses for the peanut. He also studied soybean fungus, but most people don't remember that. An outstanding African-American scientist. Got yourself 25 points. Go green.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri, 15 points. Here 'tis. A hippophile isn't a person who loves hippopotamuses, but rather a person who's an equestrian and loves these.
Horses.
Or foot.
Horses.
Horses, yes, yes. Hippopotamus means river horse, so hippo refers to horse. Okay, red, go. Jace.
Green things for 20 points.
Green things for 20 points. To test the effects of low oxygen on plant growth in outer space, seeds were recently sent to the International Space Station, where they will hopefully do this inside a canister. Foote.
Repeat the question.
I can't do that.
Okay.
What will the seeds do?
They will germinate.
Yes, yes indeed. They will germinate inside that canister, and they hopefully will grow for 8 days up there. Go, red.
Zoo parade for 20 points.
Zoo parade for 20 points. A group of these African equines, known as a dazzle, because they rely on their basic colors to confuse any carnivores chasing them. Foot.
Zebras.
Zebras. A group of zebras is known as a dazzle. What a great name for it. Okay. Red, you're 5 points off the lead. Jace.
Body systems for 20 points.
Body systems for 20 points and the lead. Here's the question for you. The pancreas is 2 organs in one. Part of it produces the hormone insulin. The other part produces these E-initial chemicals that help you.
Enzymes.
Enzymes, yes, that help indigestion. Oh, Zach was ready, but they rang in first on the red side. Go red.
Let's get physical for 20 points.
Physical for 20 points. We all know that elephants are smart. Trying to keep elephants out of their gardens, Africans have built electrified fences. The elephants have outsmarted the farmers, learning that their tusks and the logs they use to destroy the fences don't let electricity pass through. They are very poor whats? Kenilworth.
Energy conductors?
That's right. They're very poor conductors. Exactly right. Zachary, I was about to hug you over there. Yes, indeed. Okay. Go green. 5-point lead.
Body systems for 15.
Body for 15 points. A boxer risks getting a black eye, a cauliflower ear, and a broken nose. A sense organ that is made of both bone
and cartilage.
And cartilage. Yes, sir, Jace. Foot. Got that one. Good. Go.
Dateline times for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. COVID-19 hasn't gone away because the genes of the coronavirus that spreads the disease keep undergoing this kind of change. Kenilworth.
Mutation.
A mutation is correct. Yes, indeed. Good. All right. Thanks, Zach, for the assist over there. Go. That's okay. Go green.
Dateline for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. Score update, 225 Kenilworth, 224 Foote. This is Dateline for 20 points. The gravitational or G-forces experienced by test pilots, Jace will know about this, test pilots like Tom Cruise in the Top Gun movie, who experienced 10 Gs, are a measure of this A. Jace. What did you want to tell us?
Acceleration.
Yes, sir. The acceleration force, often confused with speed. Yes, sir. Good. Go.
It's an acceleration. No, wait. It's because it's in a fighter jet.
Yes.
So I'll get green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Be careful. At 380 feet tall, Hyperion is the name of the world's tallest living tree.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry?
Sorry.
Okay, I'll repeat the question for the green team. Let's turn out the red. Thank you. All right, this will be green things for 10 points for Kenilworth. At 380 feet tall, Hyperion is the name of the world's tallest living tree. It's one of these, often compared to the nearby giant sequoias.
Redwood.
Redwood is correct. Yes, indeed. Points to Kenilworth. Go, green.
Let's get physical for 10.
Let's get physical for 10 points. We are protected here on Earth from the solar particles headed toward us at 45 million miles per hour by these fields. Foote.
Magnetic field.
Magnetic fields is right. Yes, sir, Jace. Good. Go. Red.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10. Frenchman Christian Pulisic scored the winning goal against Iran in the World Cup, but suffered an injury to this P initialed.
Patella?
No. Good try. Kenilworth. Christian Pulisic scored the winning goal against Iran in the World Cup, but suffered an injury to this P initialed bone that is often referred to as the hip. Any idea? We're looking for the pelvis. The pelvis. Go again, red. Chase.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. In real life, blue tang fish like Dory in Finding Nemo don't suffer memory loss. But they do. This is a multiple choice question. But they do have a defensive spine, not shown in the movie, that is found just in front of its rear fin. Yes. I was going to give some choices. What did you want to offer, Jace?
Dorsal fin?
Not the dorsal fin. Kenilworth, here are the choices. That defensive spine, not shown in the movie, that is found just in front of its rear fin is known as the caudal fin, C-A-U-D-A-L, the ventral fin, or the dorsal fin.
Ventral?
It's the caudal fin, the first option there. Go again, please, red. You have a 15-point lead.
Zuperate for 10.
Zuperate, 10 points. If you've never read the book, you'll know from its title that the character Charlotte is an arachnid because she spins
Webs.
a web. Yeah, good. Green, go.
Dateline for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Haha, some numbers here. Reset the green light, please. Green light. Thank you. All right, this is Dateline for 10. Some numbers in here. NASA's second human spaceflight program has what same name as the third. Jace? What do you want to tell us?
Gemini?
Gemini is right. The third sign of the zodiac is correct. Go, Jace.
Science potpourri for 5.
Science potpourri for 5 points. While apples don't catch fire when you cut into them, they do turn brown. In this O initial process,
Oxidation.
Oxidation is right, Charlie. Good go. Good go. All right, go green. We have 4 questions left. Go.
Zuperate for 5.
Zuperate for, I'm sorry?
Zuperate for 5?
Zuperate for 5. I think we have used that already. Yes, that one should be gone. That was the question about Charlotte's Web. Zuperate is for 10 is still available.
All right, Zuperate for 10.
Zuperate for 10. As fish thrust themselves through the water, their streamlined bodies help to reduce this D initial force. Foote.
Drag.
Drag is correct. Yes, indeed. Go red.
Let's get physical for 5.
Physical for 5. Keeping fish cold as it goes from the ocean to your neighborhood store involves using dry ice, which is actually... Kenilworth?
Pass to Zach.
It's, I know this, it's the,
Take your time.
it's actually frozen, carbon dioxide?
Yes, sir. Exactly right. Okay, 2 questions left. Go, Charlie.
Body systems for 5.
Body for 5 points. Even though it doesn't beat, this edible part of an artichoke plant has its what cardiac name? Kenilworth. Foote. Oh, even though it doesn't beat, this edible part of an artichoke plant has what cardiac name?
Well, you said beat, so, and it's cardiac, so it's heart.
It's a heart, the heart of an artichoke. Absolutely right. The buzzer has sounded. What a game. Back and forth. It looks like Foote has prevailed. We'll double check that score and be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. You know, as Dr. Davis, the coach of the Foote team, said as she walked into the studio, now that was a game. Yes, it was. Back and forth the entire time. Look at that score. It came down to the last few questions. So these are champions all 6 of them, and their alternates and their schools. Round of applause for everybody here today. Round of applause for everybody. Our final tally, Kenilworth 250, Foote 275. Congratulations, Foote. You guys are headed to the semifinals. Jace, tell us who's back there.
Zachariah, we got Dr. Davis, we got Dr. Daniels.
We got the 2 doctors back there, and we got the force of nature known as Jace right here. What a great player you are. And Charlie, who do you have with you back there?
Miss Evans and Mom. Also
Mom?
Miss Grove.
And how about our alternate?
Oh, Gabby.
She's going to get you if you miss her. Thank you all for being here. All the work you did to get everybody ready. And Kenilworth, you were a substitute school this year too, so you came back, and we loved having you with you. I know you're going to be back too for a 3rd county championship, and it looks like you're on track maybe for your 2nd. Thanks for being here today. Thank you for watching. See you next time on Science Bowl. I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye, everybody.